All across Australia, our suburban landscape is changing. The homes we built yesterday don't really suit our unique Australian climate, so sometimes the best solution is to knock them down and start again. We meet a premium builder with a love of contemporary design and the owners who want to get it just right. On today's episode, it's out with the old and in with the new. This is Before and After. We're in Adelaide, the capital city of South Australia and home to 1.3 million people. Often referred to as the 20-minute city, as access to any important point in the city can be reached within 20 minutes. This site is in Somerton Park and is, well, exactly 20 minutes southwest of the CBD. Somerton Park is by the beach and was once a tired old suburb lined with common double-fronted brick veneer single-storey houses, but is currently undergoing an architectural gentrification. The location is ideal for beachside living, so the old houses are being snapped up, knocked down and rebuilt into modern designs. The owners of the project for today's show are John and Vicky. They've built several times before, so they know exactly what they want. We meet Florin from Lucy Homes to discuss the design. Okay, so what are you building here?
We're building a two-storey construction, very contemporary design.
Did you design it as well?
We have.
What was the house like that was here?
It was an older house, obviously, a brick veneer house, a smallish size house. Nothing that you could improve to a degree that one would be satisfied with. So I think the move this clients of ours have made is quite good. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg to demolish a house.
Is that right?
The clients are professionals. They do run their own businesses. They obviously are very particular in their wish list.
Okay.
They have come to us with a number of very specific items that we had to incorporate into the design. The block of land obviously was chosen before they came to us, so they possessed the land before we even met. They had a very established mindset as to what they wanted. They obviously saw our display home and they wanted something along those lines, but to reflect also something of their personality and also how they want to live. These people have built before, they've owned their own homes before, they know what they had and they know what they wanted to have as an extra over and above.
Okay, so the family have children?
Yeah, they do have children. They do have two children, one boy and one girl in their 20s.
Okay, so really, that must have come into context when you were designing the house. To have adult children, it's obviously going to take a different kind of mindset.
Oh, indeed. And I must say, it's an entirely different arrangement from a standard house. The house can be virtually looked at almost as if it was three separate apartments.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So just take us through the house design and how it's going to look.
The house has a majestic entrance to start with.
Okay.
You will be impressed yourself.
There's something about that Lucy Homes does well, is majestic entrances.
Thank you.
I can tell that from your display home.
Would have a void as per our display home, very high ceilings. Obviously the wow factor needs to be presented from the moment you step into the house. And as you step through the hallway further, it would have the parents' bedroom on the right side, magnificent size with walk-in robes and bathrooms that would be finished to a high level of appointment. As you go further back into the house, you'll note the kitchen, and the kitchen is facing a set of windows that again are very high, 5.1 meters in one sheet, so 4 sets of very high glass sheets.
Wow.
That would look into the pool.
After the break, we find out how this house is creating its own water view. And later we reveal the house in all its glory. We're in Somerton Park, a beachside suburb in Adelaide, to watch the construction of a modern contemporary-styled house. We catch up with Florin to check on the progress. G'day, Florin. How are you, mate?
I'm very good. How are you, Gary?
Well, absolutely fantastic. This has gone ahead in leaps and bounds. I mean, how long has it been since we were here last time?
At least 2 months.
2 months,
say.
yeah.
Yes.
So what's been going on since we were here last?
Well, we obviously completed the frame and moved on with the external cladding, roof cover, and rendering.
Now the owners, how are the owners travelling?
Very good indeed. John and Vicky are here.
Oh, they're here?
Indeed.
Can we go and meet them?
For sure.
Okay, cool. Well, g'day, how you going?
Hi,
Hello,
Gary,
Vicky.
how are you?
Nice to meet you.
too.
Hi Gary, how are you?
G'day, John. Nice to meet you. How's it all going?
Coming along really well, and progress is really good. We're moving along well.
Yep.
So as you say, the top story's on, rendered, painted. The bricklayers should be out of here by tomorrow. So
Is that right? You're getting kicked them off site?
we think we might. Yeah.
And it's starting to look like a house.
Nearly getting to the top, 2 more courses to go. We'll be finished. On to the next section.
Getting bricks, keeping the brickies happy.
How did you find Florin?
I think you were just driving around looking for a decent builder, really.
Yeah, I was looking at display
And you ended up with
homes.
this guy?
We
Yeah,
did.
and I ended up with Florin. Yeah. But the main thing was I had we had
very
a friends of ours who just finished building with Florin.
Okay.
And as you know, the recommendation from a friend is
absolutely.
you know
Yeah.
very good. So and they spoke very highly of Florin and the quality of the work. And
Yeah.
I went over their home fairly closely while it was being built, and no, the end result was good. So it made the decision easy for us, really.
You're pretty pedantic, John, aren't you? Let's be honest. I mean, you want it done right.
I think it's a bit harsh, but
Yeah.
Not at all.
No, that is fantastic. You're going to get a really great result that way.
Yeah.
And obviously you want to have some input into the design.
We have 2 children which are now older, so we wanted the top level basically to be theirs and the bottom level to be ours.
Okay.
And then when they move out, we can sort of just keep living on the bottom
Yeah,
level.
okay, which
you know?
makes a lot of sense.
Mm.
We're in your master bedroom suite right now. This is going to be pretty spectacular because you've got that amazing view.
Yes,
So you can lay in bed and just see the pool.
that's right. Yes.
It's one of the greatest features of this house.
Yeah.
I think to
Well, there's 2 great features. Yeah, this is one. The other one is going to be that amazing piece of glass.
Indeed.
That wall that
Yes.
goes through the double height.
yes, I think if we're going to have something like that, it's got to be seamless.
Yeah.
Which is what I wanted, and Florin worked very, very hard to find a manufacturer that would produce that for us.
Well, you've got a big job ahead of you, so let's keep plodding away, yeah?
indeed we shall.
The next time we catch up, the house is up and going and starting to take shape. But John and Vicky want to get it just right, and we find out they've also made a few last-minute changes. Just driving up today, it's almost like a completed house from the outside.
Almost.
Almost.
Not quite.
Yeah.
We'll get there though. This hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have it all texture coated and the Alucobond completed.
Now, there's a few hold-ups, but not your fault.
No, I'm glad it's not.
Because I know John, the owner,
Yeah.
he's pretty hard. He will not forgive you if you're late, really.
No, he's a client that obviously has built many times before, and
Yeah.
he knows the process. He knows what he wants as well, and in a sense, it's a good thing. We actually made some changes to the bifold, the height of the bifold, and a couple of other doors, external doors mainly.
Okay, so what's he doing here? He's changing it to a
A 2700 high.
wow, so it's going to be pretty high.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I guess, once he's in, it's up now. He's thinking, well, I want it to be higher. Now, the plasterboard is something I haven't seen before. It's really white. It's not your normal plasterboard, is it?
Correct. No, it's not. It's a fairly new product.
Opal Plasterboard has what we call Level Plus finish. It's a superior finish with much better acoustic insulation and impact performance. It's excellent in high traffic areas that are subject to impact, such as stairwells, rumpus rooms, and kids' play areas. This is 6 times stronger than standard plasterboard. Because of the white paper finish and the white compound, it makes the light absorption. With a standard plasterboard, they have more of a brown paper finish and then a white compound, which after you paint it, you can, to the trained eye, and especially with the glancing light that would be coming through these large windows, you would be able to notice where the joins are if you look for it. This is to eliminate that, which gives you the Level Plus finish. As this is a premium home, they've used it for both walls and ceilings, so to eliminate those glancing light and of course get the impact benefits with the sound insulation.
It was our 25th wedding anniversary yesterday, and we celebrated at the wedding reception venue where we had 25 years ago. So,
Yes, we had a
best
nice
day of
night.
John's life.
Yeah.
We're starting to look like a house now, and we can imagine the next 25 years.
No, I think they're travelling along beautifully. I think, probably at the end of November, as Florin promised us, I think the delivery's there. I think it'll be there. I've told Florin we're going to move into his display home if it's not ready.
Well, coming up after the break, we can reveal the house in all its glory. Well, the day is finally here and I can finally see the results. Adelaide has put on a beautiful sunny day for the reveal. Well, this is an absolute treat. I mean, you guys are in now,
We are. We moved in early December.
early December, so what's that, about 6 weeks, is
About
that?
6 weeks, Gary, yeah.
Okay, the big question is, how is it performing?
Very well, I think. I think it's been a lot of work, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's come together really well. We're really happy.
Well, I can't wait to get inside. There's a few things I'm looking forward to seeing with you resolved. One was that bedroom, that master bedroom suite being too small.
That's right. It was.
Okay, can we go and take the tour?
We can.
Let's
Let's
do it.
go.
Well, this is, it's not too small.
It's not. I have to eat my words. I do.
Wow.
I
Right
was
again,
really
Gary.
worried.
No, but you know what? I think a big bedroom, it's kind of like you lose the ambience of the place,
You
don't you?
do.
Don't you? Mm-hmm. Because your old bedroom was big, wasn't it?
It was very big, and we had too much space we didn't know what to do with. This actually just fits really nicely.
Yeah. It's
We
got
use the space that's in here. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's no, you don't have to add furniture and you don't really
No.
need.
Correct.
No.
Which is great. And how's it worked out with having the pool so close?
Yeah, really nice. I mean, we've got the double doors just over your shoulder there, obviously, which open out onto the pool.
It's a nice feel, makes it sort of feel resort style, really.
Well, I'm assuming that the hidden room that we talked about is behind those mirrors. Is that correct?
You're correct,
Yes.
Gary.
Wow.
And not many people will actually pick that up.
The only way I can tell is that there's slight fingerprints on the mirror.
Don't mention the fingerprints, Gary.
That is a very, what do we do?
Yeah. I mean, so what are you thinking you're going to do with that? I mean,
I just have to clean them every day, Gary.
okay.
Vicky'd like to put little handles on there, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty anti that, so it probably won't happen.
Well, the clean lines do look so
Yes.
good. I mean, everything in here is streamlined. Even the cupboards along here don't have any handles.
Correct.
So you're happy with this, the way it's all working here with the ensuite and the master bedroom?
As you said, at first I sort of thought, a bit small, not sure, but I think the whole effect is sort of just flows.
Well, it's interesting that you that now that you've moved in, it's not until you move in that you kind of have your own personal tastes, I guess,
That's
that
right.
you would do things differently.
Yes.
But it's always good to hear it because people who are watching can think, oh, okay,
Yeah,
they've
correct.
done it before.
Oh, quite often I get in the next house
Yeah.
and I go, no,
We're planning another one already, Gary.
Yeah, is that right?
he is.
Okay. Well, you have to probably do it on your own, I think.
Probably. There's always Tinder.
There's always. All right, well, let's continue the tour. I'm really looking forward to seeing those amazing full height windows.
Let's go and see them.
Well, this is the life of the rich and famous right here. I mean, my goodness, you've got your own cellar room, which is absolutely beautiful.
Yes, that's John's playroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't go underground, so we thought we'd construct something above ground. So it's come up really well.
I
Really
kind of
happy.
like where it is though, because it's really close to the entertaining
Yes.
space.
Yep.
And I guess, Vicky, if you're playing the piano here,
That's right.
it's really close to grab a
That's
nice
right.
glass and.
She does that for me. She plays the piano while I sip on a glass of wine.
Bar black sheep with red. Goes well.
Now, these pieces of glass have absolutely astonished me with how beautiful they are, and because it just gives you that beautiful view out to the pool. And I'm guessing from the landing up there, you probably have the view
It's
as well.
really good from the landing up top.
Well, Florin's done a great job from Lucy Homes. I mean, are you happy with what he's
Very
done?
happy. Yeah,
Okay.
very happy.
Yeah, no, he's done a really good job for us. You know, it's been like working with my brother. He's really, the end result is great.
Well, you're working together for like 12 months. I mean, you want to get on to the end of it.
It's a
don't
long
you?
time.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he's here, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Can we say hello?
Come and say hello.
After the break, we continue the tour of this impressive house. Owners John and Vicky purchased this tired old double-fronted brick veneer house in an ideal and upcoming location. They've knocked it down and in its place built a beautiful modern house for themselves and their 2 adult children. We've checked out the master bedroom and the pool. Now let's see if the builder Florin is happy with what he's achieved.
I am indeed very happy. It has come indeed as I envisaged when we started. I knew we were going to have an extremely good product at the end, and John and Vicky were both of them were great help.
The position of the pool looks great. It's fenced off with glass all along the side as well, so it's almost like you can't see anything, any barriers. It's kind of like you feel like you're part of the pool no matter what room you're in.
The pool is centralised to the house, obviously, and some of the features of the pool are the LED lights that we've incorporated, and they are embedded into the water. So at night, it offers that great aspect.
Now, John, the television in here, is it big enough?
Yeah, I think it probably is, Gary. Vicky wanted to get the next model up, but you know,
All me.
I put my
All
foot
me.
down. You know,
yeah,
so.
you can believe that, Gary, can't you?
No. I mean, the next door neighbours could watch the television from here.
Well, we had the next door neighbours over for some Christmas drinks, and they did make the comment if if we'd be kind enough to leave the front doors open when the football's on, they would be able to watch it from their home. So.
The butler's pantry is a great little work of art. I really love how it kind of it's still concealed and hidden, but still attached enough to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does hide sort of late at night when you're busy and you're going out and you cook tea, you can sort of put everything away and it's not there.
And then come back and entertain and then fix it
Exactly.
later. Yeah. All right, well, can we take the tour upstairs? I've heard there's an apartment building pretty much up there.
That'd be our daughter Princess's room, yes.
Let's check it out.
Let's go.
Well, hello, Elise. How
Hi.
are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Gary. I absolutely love your house.
Thank you.
What's it like? Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I love it.
I'm guessing what your favourite room might be, but I'll ask it anyway. What's your favourite room?
My room.
I mean, it's like your own private suite, isn't it, really?
It does. It gives her her own privacy, you know.
But you know that you've done this, she's never going to want to leave home.
No, I have a feeling she'll be moving her family in here.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Do you think that might be the case?
Yeah, I'll just get a new door.
Yeah.
That somewhere.
Well, here he is, the builder, the man of the moment. You've done an amazing job here. I just absolutely love this house.
Thank you again.
Have the neighbours made any comments?
I think most of the neighbours have been fairly positive. Tony, the gentleman who lives next door, he's been fantastic throughout the whole building thing. You know, we've had he's put up with a lot of dust and a little bit of overspray on his car at one stage.
Oh, no way.
Florin very kindly got his car detailed. And he was really terrific throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
So.
I mean, the thing is about a street like this in an area that's upcoming like this is all these houses are going to change eventually,
They are.
aren't they?
Yes, that's right.
So
I think over the next 5 or 10 years, you'll see probably the whole street get redeveloped.
Yeah.
There's 2 doors up at the moment.
starting
Same
again.
thing's happening.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes.
Has it changed your lifestyle much?
Coming from the home we were in, we rented for 12, 18 months while we were building
changed
this,
our life.
and that changed our life, into a very small unit with a family of 4. It was, so to get back into a really nice home is it's really true. It makes you appreciate it more, I think.
Yeah, great.
I think the children really have appreciated their own areas. I think it's probably changed their life more. And I think probably getting back to the nice kitchen and cooking, so it probably has better than eating takeaway every night.
Yeah, of course. I mean, Florin, you building homes all the time. I mean, this is what you do for a living. But I mean, in this home, what would you say is the standout feature here?
I'd say the large windows
Yes.
and the pool are quite...
Well, it does work beautifully. They work well together, don't they? Because you need both to make it work. All right, guys. Well, you guys have done a wonderful job. Congratulations to everybody involved.
Great.
And thanks for allowing us to come on the journey. We've
Thanks
had
for
a wonderful
coming,
time.
Gary.
Cheers.
Great
Cheers.
day.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. When you've had the experience of several builds up your sleeve, you start to know what works and what doesn't. This house has got it right. The location is great, but being a few blocks away from the beach meant it didn't have any water views. One of my favourite parts of the design of this house is how it turns on itself and uses the pool to create its own water view. This is modern living designed for our contemporary way of life, and it's been done to a T.